Good evening, Norcal Karters. This is Jason, and it's Monday, August 10th. And this is another episode of the weekly updates. And so on this show, we basically go down the list of upcoming events. Now, currently, most of the events that I'm mentioning, they are sponsors of the NorcalKarters.com webpage because of all the schedule changes, etc., I had to focus on the sponsors first, and that is why most of these upcoming events are from sponsors. But let's do a little bit of a rewind. We had this past weekend out in Indiana, the SCUSA Summer Nationals. They had week 1, which was rounds 1, 2, and 3. And the turnout actually looked pretty good. I wasn't surprised or impressed. But I was happy to see it because these big promoters that put their necks out there with a lot of uncertainty, you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if people are going to be hesitant to travel because of all these other restrictions going on. But for the most part, their tag classes, the tag junior, tag senior, they all looked very, very stout fields. I'd say everything but the masters and the shifter classes. All the other classes besides those two were stout, and 30 plus entries in each class. So that was good news to see. And again, that was this past weekend. They have rounds 4, 5, and 6 this week, kicking off on Thursday. And again, that's at Newcastle, and bringing it closer to home. One of our website sponsors, the California Rock Cup Championship. You can still RSVP to get into their event, but they will be at Fontana or the Cal Speed track, and you could go to challengekarting.com and you can check out the information. Do read the primer if you're a new racer to the pretty much any series, but it's specifically with Andy's deal and the California Rock Cup Championship. They put out a primer a couple of months ago of what they expect from people at the track. So again, just pay attention to that. All of these race promoters are just trying to figure out everything else like we are. And the racers want to go race. The promoters are trying to figure out how to get people on the track and not get shut down. So check out challengekarting.com and check the guidelines. Again, you can still register for the event at Fontana and Cal Speed. And the California Rock Championship has been pretty good this year. They've been right around, I'm going to say 100 entries every single event. So this will be round 3. And then in September, they wrap up their season with a combined event with the Sonoma group. So again, that's California Rock Cup Championship at challengekarting.com. And what you'll start seeing on the Norcal Karters calendar, I talked to a number of the teams out there, and they expressed interest in supporting the project. And quite honestly, I didn't really know how to implement them into the Norcal Karters page without doing press releases, and I just don't see my style of doing a copy and paste press release of how great these teams were last weekend. And so some of the feedback was, well, why don't you put us on the calendar? So you'll start seeing some teams popping up on the Norcal Karters calendar. And Team GFC Karting, Gary Carlton and his company, they're pretty much our first sponsor for this experiment, but we are going to start implementing teams on the calendar. And what that means is you can click on their link on our calendar. It'll take you to their webpage, but it also tells you what events they're going to go to. And for a lot of people, that's pretty helpful. It'd be nice to know if a local shop is going to a track or not. And if you see them on the calendar, you can call them up and say, hey, can you bring me this? Can you bring me that? Here's my credit card. Save on the shipping. And, I've been in the industry for a long time. And we never had a problem bringing parts to the track for customers that pre-ordered. It was always very nice to know that people were planning ahead. And if you show up to the track, they had top-end kits, etc., waiting for them. It was nice. It just made the planning a lot easier. So if you're on a GFC chassis or another chassis that might interchange, give Gary a call. if you need tires or something else, give them a call and say, hey, I see you're going down to Cal Speed as well. This is what I need. So, Gary, gfckarting.com, thank you for the support of the Norcal Karters project. And I looking forward to the next couple of weeks where we have more teams lined up for this program. So that should be exciting. And again, all the funds for NorcalKarters.com. I'm not trying to pull a paycheck out of it. And I'm really just trying to get money ahead, put it in the bank account, so that way NorCal Karters is just self-sufficient. And then at some point, if it goes bigger, then there's at least a little bit of capital sitting there to take it to that next level. And we are working on some live videos. We are working on some streaming podcasts. So there are things in the works just besides this podcast or the webpage at NorcalKarters.com. So that is what the funds go to. Again, just to make Norcal Karters self-sufficient. I have other side businesses I'm working on that I think there's more potential with those businesses to actually make money and create an income. So Norcal Karters is the passion project to just present karting to new racers, to existing racers, and keeping people going to the track in some form or another. So that is it, and every little dollar helps. So all of our sponsors, we really do appreciate it. So I'll get off the sponsor soapbox there. But again, if you start asking yourself, well, why is Team GFC on the calendar? They're paying a small fee. They're on the calendar. We have Gary locked up for the rest of 2020 and 2021. And so if you're a local shop or you're a local track that has a shop and you'd like to have more presence on NorcalKarters.com, please reach out to us. We'll put together a package for you. So again, this coming weekend, sorry, Andy, I kind of ran over and said, oh, wait, we have a new sponsor. So Andy Seisman has his California Rock Cup Championship. That is this weekend, August 15th and 16th in Fontana at the Cal Speed Karting Facility, challengekarting.com. GFC Karting will be there supporting their customers. That's gfckarting.com. Next week, next Monday, we have a podcast coming up, so that should be good. Tomorrow, tune in to the Norcal Karters podcast homepage. We have a special guest tomorrow that you're probably going to be excited to hear from. He's been around the sport for a number of years. He has a new fledgling team. He's in Indiana right now. They had a great weekend. And so we will be interviewing him tomorrow. And I'll drop some more teasers tomorrow on who that is. But it's going to be right around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So check out Spreaker, Norcal Karters. So Spreaker, Spreaker, Spreaker.com, and just search Norcal Karters. And we have a special guest. And then later on this week, we will also have Tibby Karts. The owner from the Tibby Kart importer will be on with us. That's for Shad. And he's going to go into, I don't know what we're going to talk about, quite honestly. But they have a new trade-in program. So we'll definitely highlight that. But for many of you that have listened many times, I don't really have a staged, canned presence for the industry people. I just kind of go wherever the conversation goes. So we'll have Farshad on later this week, and he's going to go into this trade-in program that he's offering. So that should be pretty exciting. And TibbyKartUSA.com, they've really been one of my first Norcal Karters sponsors. So you're going to hear their name a lot, but they were there from, if not day one, pretty close to it. So again, thank you to the Farshad and the help and the support of the project, and we'll have him on later this week. And next weekend, CCKRA, Central California Kart Racing Association, they have their event on August 22nd and 23rd, and that is taking place at the Big Fresno Fair, and that's in Fresno. So you can go check out their webpage, Again, norcalkarters.com, click on the calendar, click on the event that you have interest in, and right now pretty much most of the events that are listed, or most of the sponsors that are listed, if you click on it, it should take you right to their homepage. So again, Central California Kart Racing Association, thank you for your support. Let's see. And we have the Rock Sonoma event coming up next weekend. So that's Rock Sonoma. That is taking place at Infineon, Sonoma Raceway, Sears Point, the track that's right there on the bay in Northern California, depending on what generation you come from and what name you remember it as. So that's taking place. And again, Team GFC will be there supporting his customers at that event as well. And we have the Northern Nevada Kart Club, NNKC, Reno.com. They are also a sponsor of the calendar. NNKCReno.com. They have a night race. So this is going to be a Saturday event. Saturday, August 22nd. The Reno track's a lot of fun. And they have a great little website presence. So go check them out. Again, NNKCReno.com. And it's a night race. And if I was not working at Sonoma that weekend, that would be a very, very tempting event to go up to. Because I do enjoy the Reno track. I haven't been there in years. And when it's hot in the valley and you have a chance to race at night under the lights when it's cool, why not? So if you want to race under the lights, check out nnkcreno.com. And then we have the following week. Let's see here. August 29th and 30th. Looks a little bit blank right now. But then we have Northern Nevada Kart Club on September 6th. They have their event. So again, nnkcreno.com. September 6th, they have an event. And September is going to be a really full calendar. So you have the Reno NNKC September 6th, California Rock Cup Championship, and the Rock Sonoma is doing their second doubleheader or combined event with each other. And that is taking place on September 12th and 13th. So you can go challengekarting.com to check that out. And again, GFC Karting will be there supporting his customers. Then the following week, it's very busy September, Rockfest West, Sonoma. So that is taking place from Thursday, September 17th, all the way to the 20th. So that's Rockfest Sonoma. And you have that same weekend is the CCKRA, Central California Kart Racing Association. And that's going to be on Saturday, September 19th and Saturday, September 20th. And they will be at the Buttonwillow Karting Facility. And so that is going to be Saturday, September 19th and 20th. NCK Thunder Hill. So our NCK Road Racers, this is going to be a Monday event, September 21st. Monday, September 21st. NCK Thunder Hill. And that is, I should look at my notes. Not sure if that's the west track or the east track. So the full-size track or the west track, I'm not sure. But again, you can click on the calendar. And NCK Road Racing, they are also a sponsor of Norcal Karters. So nckroadracing.com. If you click on our calendar, it goes right to their website. You can grab all their information. And you can also grab the classes that are available. And at the end of September, the Track Magic Pacific Northwest Party. So I have plans to head up there with the truck and the trailer. And not sure when I'm going to leave. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. I'm trying to figure out the whole distance learning school schedule with my daughter. So at some point, I'll be heading to Pat's Acres to hang out with the Track Magic crew. But again, the Track Magic Pacific Northwest Party. Go to norcalkarters.com, click on the calendar, click on the link, and it will take you right to their official Facebook page with all the event information. and that should be a blast. And again, that is at the end of September, September 25th, 26th, and 27th at Pat's Acres. If you're always looking for just a cool, fun event and you like nice kart tracks, check out Pat's Acres on YouTube. And if you're looking for something to do in September because you're stir crazy, maybe go pop up to Canby. From Sacramento, I think it's about a 9-hour drive, so it's going to be a little bit of a road trip, but that's part of the fun for the recreational karters. Just make it fun. And I've kind of leached onto these Track Magic guys because it's just a different perspective, point of view, experience. Most of these guys are all just recreational. Let's have fun. Let's hang out. Let's barbecue. Let's just enjoy karting as a sport. Let's enjoy karting as a recreation. Not necessarily that we have to go compete head to head. And it's been just a lot of fun over the past couple of years to watch these guys grow the group and grow the events. So that, again, is taking place September 25th, 26th, 27th. And hold on for 1 second. Have a good night. Love you. I'll be in a minute. And so that's September 25th, 26th, 27th, the Track Magic Pacific Northwest Party. So that should be a lot of fun. At first I was thinking, I don't know if it rains. I don't know if I want to go. But F it. I'm going. We're stuck with only a few tracks are open in Northern California. And honestly, I just want to experience something a little different. So I think a road trip would be good for me. I'm really hoping my family can go. But my wife is working full time and my daughter's back in school. So we'll kind of see how all that works. But if they can come along with me, that would be even just a bigger bonus. So that's kind of it. That is your calendar for the next month and a half. And so thank you to everyone that listens, that chimes in, that sends emails. I appreciate the support. Last week, we had a couple of podcasts on. We had on a new show that I started. Is basically, let's not beat around the bush. It was a PR for Sweet Tech Racing Engines. But we had one of their customers/drivers on with Hunter Pickett. And that was a really neat interview. I really enjoyed it. Again, we're doing the same thing tomorrow with another Sweet Tech customer, and so stay tuned for that. And again, that's on Spreaker.com. Search Norcal Karters, and I think my show title is really creative. It's like a PR podcast for karting or something. It's not very original. It's just going to grow organically and see how it goes. But again, I'm trying to get away from the copy and paste press releases that all of us have seen for many years and doing something just a little different. That's all. So we'll have that interview tomorrow. We'll have tbkartusa.com. We'll have Farshad on later this week. Yeah. I mean, we're over 90 episodes now on these podcasts, and we've had, Scott Speed, Gary Carlton, the Track Magic Owners Group, my buddy James from kartpulse.com. We had the Speed Vegas guys on. We've had a lot of guests over the past year that when I kind of sit back and look at it, it's like, man, there's been a lot of people on the show, and we've had a lot of episodes, and it's all about just promoting the sport. Promoting. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it's about promoting the sport. And the NorCal Karters focus. Like, yes, we like the racers. We want the racers to be at the track. But I think all of us veterans need to recognize we need more people in the sport. And there's just some people out there that are not interested anymore in putting the time and effort to go head-and-head compete. And, those are our recreational guys that I think sometimes we just forget about. And it's not on purpose. But the attitude is, if you're not racing next weekend, you'll have to wait till the following week. And, a lot of those guys, they just want to go out on a Thursday and go pound laps. And they don't want to wait either. Even though they don't have qualifying or a timed session, they're still going to the track. So if you have some ideas how we can promote the sport to, again, the non-racer, the kart owners out there that just want to go pound laps, chime in. Let me know. So I think that's going to be a wrap for tonight. Make it really quick. No, none of my podcasts are quick. But whatever. So this week, local California Rock Cup Championship down at Fontana. So that's Andy Seisman's ChallengeKarting.com. That's his group. And again, local NorCal team, GFC Karting, will be down there supporting customers. And that is this weekend's events. And if I went too fast, or if I mumbled, or if I stuttered over words, NorcalKarters.com. Click on the calendar link, and everything is right there. Once again, thank you, everyone, and have a great night. And look forward to my shows next couple of days.